Day 7:05 being Christopher Cruz, getting ready to go to bed. Just walked outside and it's so freaking nice out. It's nice and like perfect temperature. There's crickets. It's peaceful. It's amazing. It's so nice. I have church tomorrow. I have to be there at 7, so I gotta wake up early. Yeah, today was a pretty chill day. It's a pretty chill day, except I was calling the phone company, and I got very irritated and annoyed because they were supposed to like do this, and there's supposed to be notes in the system. They didn't do that, and they're like, no, we can't do this. You have to do this, and just giving me the runaround. And it was so frustrating, and I was definitely being kind of an asshole, and I felt bad while I was in it, but I was like too far gone. I was too far in it, and the lady was just being so like unhelpful. It was just, we were just battling. It was just egos battling, and it was just so draining and such a waste of time. And that like had me in not the best mood for like an hour. And then I got to church and was around, good people, and then totally shifted. But yeah, that was interesting to be like, oh man, Chris, you really caved into that one. But yeah, I'm not going for perfection and just doing the best I can. And yeah, so that was interesting. But other than that, it was a chill day. It was a good day. I'm so glad it's not 100 degrees. And I think tomorrow's going to be amazing. I feel like this week's going to be amazing. I found the most incredible book on spiritual warfare. I read the preview of it. Like, Amazon gives you a preview of some books. You can read a little bit of it. And I read a few pages, the few pages I had access to. And I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking perfect. It is so perfect. It talks about the armor of God. Like, the Bible says, put on the full armor of God. The helmet, the belt, the shoes, the breastplate, the shield, the sword. And this book talks about like what that actually means when it comes to spiritual warfare, and how you're meant to apply that, and how you're meant to be a warrior of God. And I'm just like, wow, warrior of God just keeps popping up. It keeps popping up. And so that I got that book, like, even though it was $13 and I have very limited funds, it was just like, this is a book that I must absolutely read. It is so perfectly relevant. And it's like every day I get more and more clarity on like what it means to be a warrior of God. And like, I got that book and I'm like, man, this is something that we would read together in Warriors of God. Like, this is what we would do in our group, because I feel like the people that are going to be a part of this are going to be people who know about spiritual warfare, and they know how to fight the spiritual warfare, because spiritual warfare, so much of it is mental, so they know how to fight those limiting beliefs and the lies that the enemy tells them. And so it's like, yeah, this whole spiritual warfare, I'm just so drawn to that. And I was thinking today, I'm like, man, why am I like so drawn to be a fighter, to be a warrior, to be a rebel, to fight for justice and to fight for God and love and all this. And it's like, it's just in me, and I've had great role models too. Like, my grandpa was an amazing role model, like seeing him fight for what was right, even though he was in a system where it was all about politics. Like, he didn't give into it, and he fought for what was right. And so I saw at a very young age the most amazing example of that. And yeah, it just feels right. And I feel like I'm here to fight. I'm on this planet for a short time, and I'm here to make the biggest difference that I possibly can. I'm not here to make the most money that I can. I'm not here to get as many cars as I can, or houses as I can, or followers as I can. Like, I'm here to change as many people's lives as I can. And so it's just amazing over the last few months how my whole perspective of what's significant and important in life has altered dramatically. Like, the things of this world are just less and less appealing to me every day. Like, it's crazy. I feel like I'm waking up to the spiritual warfare. I feel like I'm waking up to the deception. I'm waking up to the distraction and everything that comes with that. So yeah, I can't wait to get that book. I was just like, I want to read more. I want to read more. So it's just interesting, like, you know, I just, the other day, just found out I had 8 Audible credits. I'm like, I need to find some books. And then I was like, what am I really interested in? And then spiritual warfare came up. And so it's like 4 or 5 days ago, I didn't even really think that much about spiritual warfare. Like, I wasn't very focused on it. And then I get these Audible credits, and then I find these books, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. And then last night, I have that conversation with my mom, and then pray for her, and we attack the enemy, you know, in the spiritual warfare that he's bringing to her, and she gets healed. And it was like, wow, this is legit. So yeah, it's just like God is taking me down a path that I would have never expected, but a path that I love more and more every single day. Like, I'm just so freaking excited. And it is just so crystal clear to me that the brand is Warriors of God, not League of Lions. Like, and to think I was so positive that that's what it was, League of Lions. I was so positive. So it just goes to show, like, God's timing is so much better than our timing, and his plan is so much better than our plan. I would have launched the entire wrong thing, the complete wrong thing. So it's just, yeah, it's amazing. I'm so grateful. And this helps me be a little bit more patient with God's timing. So yeah, I'm so excited to be this warrior of God and to go out there and find these warriors of God. Like, these are powerful people. What the hell is that? It's just a leaf floating in the middle of, I thought it was a spider or something. Now you can't even see it. Yeah, so I need to go to bed.